5 jumping jacks. Oh, sorry, 100 jumping jacks.
Yes, sir.
Begin. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100.
push-up position.
Yes, sir.
First set of 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1,
Sir.
2,
Sir.
3,
Sir.
4,
Sir.
5,
Sir.
6,
Sir.
7,
Sir.
8, sir, 9, sir, 10,
Sir.
sir.
Oh, now we have the cubbies over there, so if you have things that you bring in with you, you can keep, if you want to keep them all together, wallet, on the stuff. You can slip that into that cubby up the gold
Yeah.
wooden cubbies there, yeah. Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1,
Sir.
2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir.
On your backs for piston kicks.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
First set. First set. Begin.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir.
Rest. set,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Yeah, that's what I did. What a show. Class set,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir.
I hear
9,
Mr.
sir.
Payne, I hear
10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Sit up,
Yes, sir.
Sir.
feet straight out in front.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand if you've ever failed a test.
For what?
If you've ever failed a test. Any kind of test, if you ever failed a test. You did pass it, or failed a test. Did not pass a test. Okay. It's fine, everybody does it. But, when you fail a test, sometimes if you have the opportunity to go back and redo the test, you see where you went wrong, like what stuff you kind of missed. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Who's ever missed or failed a Kung Fu test? No, it doesn't happen often because we do our best to make sure you know what you're gonna know. Like if you come to class and we teach you stuff, you should know all your things. Does that make sense? All right, each other. Bend forward, touch your toes. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bend one leg in
Yes, sir.
and reach up. Can you pass a test if you don't know what's on it?
No. Well, actually, it depends.
There you can, it's possible. It's unlikely. Say it's unlikely, right? What if you know what's on it? You have better chances of passing. So if you know what's on a test, you have a better chance of passing. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Switch. Now, when you pass a test, did you know more before you took the test or after you took the test? Say it again. Say it again.
Neither.
Neither.
Which is testing.
Oh, wait. Williams right, so
Where you can improve.
you don't gain knowledge and intelligence from the test. You gain it before you take the test. The test is just to prove that you know it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So you know what you need to know before the test, not during the test. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Reach for your toes. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bottom of the feet together.
Yes, sir.
So since the test doesn't teach you, when should you try to learn what you need to know for the test? Before the test, in class. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nose to your toes, or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. All right. See the ankle legs wide apart. Lift yourself up and turn to your right.
Sir.
So if we know that we don't learn during the test, but we learn before the test, and even sometimes after the test, if we get the opportunity to take it again. When you're in class, this is the time to what? To learn and study. Not on test day, right? Test day we try to learn on test day, we try to show what we know. That's right.
You just gotta learn all that and on test day, you know? I kind of.
Turn and shift to the other side, you and the rest of us.
You don't have to learn regular test, you have to learn regular before.
Should we have class outside someday?
Yes. Yes.
Today, not today, but at 50% capacity, but if we hit 11, we have to go outside and do it.
Right. 11 people show up. There's a problem. There's a problem.
If you're afraid of dogs, it's scary, right? So we have.
Turn and shift to the other side. Oh, we did. Back to center, seated ankle, legs wide apart, talk to the left straight.
Sir.
So just like a school test, or a test that I'm talking about, just like a test, when you're in class, this is your opportunity to learn and show that you understand what we're doing. Test day is when you really get to show that you understand. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, what happens after test day? What if I pass my test, and after test day, I don't remember what was on the test. I don't even know what was on the test. Did you really know the information?
No, you got lucky.
No, because you forgot it almost right away. Does that make sense?
Yes,
The
sir.
day after the test day, you should be just as smart as you were the day what? Before. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Reach to one side. Try to grab the rope with, yeah, try to grab with both hands, that might help. So I asked you all those questions about tests because I want you to do your best when you come to class, of course. And if you know something, or if you've been asked to show that you know something, consider it a test. So you gotta show it to the best of your ability.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. your parents don't come in like they used to. But anybody remember the question we used to ask your parents?
Have we been, like, cleaning up and, like, being obedient?
Have you been following directions the first time, every time that they asked you? Raise your hands if your parents would say yes. If I asked your mom or your dad, or your older sister, or your aunt, or your babysitter, if I asked them if you've been following directions, will they say yes? Will they say yes for you, Sophie? Will your mom say yes? Did you follow directions? Will she say yes, did you follow directions? Yes, okay. So? So?
Honey child.
It's supposed to be yes. It's supposed to be yes, a definite yes.
God is not. Well, my sister.
Yeah, be honest, I'm saying start following directions. I ain't asked you to lie. I want you to do what I said. Reach to both sides. You can start going so when you turn about 20 and you move out. You can say, I kind of listen to my parents.
Like, you don't have to at that point.
Well, you should. It's better if you do.
But you're not inclined to.
Yeah, you're not as inclined to. A lot of people that are 21 live their own lives. But you should still go for advice because they live longer than you. Just like you come to me for Kung Fu. I'm your Kung Fu coach. Your parents are your life coaches. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So they help coach you through life. So if you at any point feel like you know more than your parents, smack yourself in the face and say, stop being silly, and then go listen to what your parents told you to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
They don't know everything, but they know more than you, and they'll always know more than you. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Because they'll always be older than you. There's no point that your parents are going to be the same age as you, yes?
Yes, sir.
No, they will never be the same age as you, right?
But
Will your parents ever be the actual same age as you? That does not depend on anything. That is a no. Right? You can't be the same age as somebody who birthed you. Right? So technically your parents have lived like multiple lives. Right? So if you're 12 and you've lived a life at 12, your parents are 24, they've lived two 12-year-old lives.
wait, that's
That's
so messed
quite a
up.
bit.
That is so messed up.
That's mad.
They were 12 then when they had you. That is.
No, I said if they're 24 and you're 12, they have 12 years on you.
ago.
They have 12 years on you.
Wait.
That means they have more time.
That means they were your age when they had you.
True. So that means they've lived two of your lives. Does that make sense?
You're the only one not understanding. That's true.
It's true. Do they know more than you?
I mean, my
At
oldest
24,
knows some
do they know
languages.
more than you?
Yeah. If they're generally.
Do they know more than you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you at 12 do not know the same thing that your mother knew at 24. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you know more than your parents?
Yes, sir.
Do you know more than your parents?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, do you know more than me?
No, sir.
No, you're not old enough. Do you know more than Master Gohring? No. Do I know more than Master Gohring?
No,
No, I'm not old
I got
enough.
something. I don't have to win it. Okay, but yes, sir.
That's Eric's argument. I'm trying to fight that out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So on some things, yes. Cumulatively, no. Right? You haven't experienced enough life. Stay straight out in front. Reach up. I'm sorry. Bend one leg back and lean back. Say it again. Oh, that's on y'all. That's y'all's fault. I'm just up here talking. You're supposed to stretch. It's your body. Whose responsibility is to stretch your body? Yours, right? stand up. Twist it out, do the additional stretches. Alright, now we're gonna run through the set. We are just at the end finally. We got like 5 to 10 motions to do to get all the moves at the very end down very well. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And they're about just as complicated as the ones we've done, but not worse. Does that make sense? So difficulty is there. The most difficult move, I think, for coordination's sake, is flying dragon, lands in the sand, all these turns and twists.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So these other ones are a little bit easier than that. All right, I think it stands.
Yes, sir.
Sir, stand tall.
Yes,
Sir, this is your opportunity to show me how much you know, show me how well you know what you know, show me why you have your rank, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 animal salute.
Oh, that looks good, Really good. 2 tigers, hide their trail.
2
Tigers, hide their trail.
Make it real tight like a robot. Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger.
Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger.
8 drunken gods.
8.
Old man exits the cave.
Old man.
Exits the cave.
1 finger asks a question.
One
One
finger
finger
asks
asks
a
a question.
First star punching method.
First star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Second star punching method.
2 fists, continually punching downward.
2 fists, continually punching downward.
Immediately punching upward.
Immediately punching upward.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Sweep the seed and push the mountain.
Sweep the seed and push the mountain.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Hook a star with a fist.
Hook a star with a fist.
Tiger pushes the mountain.
Tiger pushes the mountain.
Flying arrow fist.
Flying arrow fist.
Sink into your front leg.
Front leg.
Flying dragon lands in the sand.
Flying dragon. Lands in the sand.
Okay, or butterflies.
Okay, purple butterflies.
Good, using the thighs, turning the body to swiftly strike.
Turn the body to swiftly strike.
Unicorn stepping.
Unicorn stepping.
5 animal salute.
Salute.
Good, cat dancers. 2 tigers, hide their trail.
Two tigers hide the trail.
Be still, 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 be still. Now move. Very good. Okay, now I'm gonna switch space. I want you all to look around in the room and switch places with someone that you're like, so you wanna be on a different part of the room. If you were in the front, go to the back. If you were on the left, go to the right. If you're on the right, go to the left. If you're in the middle, go somewhere else. Figure it out, go. Find somebody in the room and switch spots with them. All right, very good, very good, very good. I think stand.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. William, go over to the other side. Yeah, that, yeah, one of those red squares. Maybe that, that works. Let's go back diagonally. Let's go back diagonally. All right. Very good. I think the stance.
Yes,
Sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
8 drunken gods.
Wait. Yes, sir.
8
8.
drunken gods.
Old man exits the cave.
Old man exits the cave.
Big stands for, yes, you wanna make it, make it big. Taller now, spread the feet. Spread the feet. Spread, let that go forward. More. There, that's better, almost. Yeah, keep this foot flat. Keep that foot solid. One finger asks a question.
One finger asks the question.
First star punching method.
First star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Two fists continually punching downward,
Two fists continually punching downward,
immediately striking upward.
immediately striking upward.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
The sea is not in the sky. The sea, you gotta sweep the bottom of the sea. There you go. Close. Dragon stretches its claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Bigger stance, widen it. Taller down, that's better. Hook a star with a fist.
Star with the fist.
The tiger pushes the mountain.
Tiger pushes the mountain.
Flying arrow fist.
Flying arrow fist.
Flying dragon lands in the sand.
Dragon lands in the sand.
A pair of butterflies.
A pair of butterflies.
Turning the body to swiftly strike.
Turning body to swiftly strike.
Unicorn stepping.
Unicorn stepping.
Stay there. Now from here, you're gonna step low, right? So you don't wanna come up out of your stance, no straight legs. You wanna step low. Because you have to be balanced. What you're doing is, we call it, in sparring, we call it block and side step. So if somebody comes to kick you straight here, you're gonna block and then move your hip, boom. Right, and that gets the kick going off to the side. Now I'm gonna switch the feet, 1, 2, so that I can be behind and either strike or push. So after I've unicorn stepping, I'm gonna wave up, it's called butterfly palms. So I'm gonna wave and cross in front, step and press, straight off the hip. Right, so the right hand is on top, don't kamehameha it, switch it, yes. Reset? So unicorn stepping. Right, so this is a block, and this is a block. So we're blocking, wave, which is also a block of sorts. And then the hands will end on the hip like this. So from here, I'm going to step and push. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Feet together. Reset.
Sir.
Unicorn. Now, from here, pretend that they're connected. Right? So they kind of make that wave motion. Step and strike. Now switch the hands. And the same way we did a second ago, we're going to block and step crossways. So we're going to block left, cross toward our right. Bend the knee. More. And we're going to wave up, cross over. You were ready first. Step and strike, just as it is, don't repeat. Yes. Reset. So if the hands are on the hip like this, just like when we do our tiger's claw, right? So if we're doing tiger stances, like go like this, that's what we're doing, we just have the palms open. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right? The only difference is the palms. Okay? Cross. Put weight in it, no straight legs. Wave. Step and push. And it happens diagonal, not horizontal, so it's not straight to, it's kind of off to the corner. And you, as well as your stance is diagonal as well. Switch. Cross. And walk. Wave. Now from here, just like that, press, just like that, press. Yes. Hit together. Are there any questions or what you just saw? Is that easy to kind of do?
Yeah.
Okay. Cross, wave, 1, 2, press. Cross, wave, 1, 2, press. Yes? Now, I want to point something out to you, but I'm going to wait until you've experienced it first. Okay, so I'm going to let you practice on your own. Let's see. Eric, William and Aiden, I'd like y'all to practice over here.
Yes, sir.
Madeline. Oh, and Mr. Maine.
Sir.
Did you say your?
Yeah.
Madeline with Sophie and Aileen, right here in the middle. Sol, you're gonna have Ian. Ooh, so, as soon as you have your assignment, say yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
and get started. Now, sir, if you are higher ranking than your partner, you should be eager to help. So if you are not eager to help, I want you to go sit down. If you feel like you don't want to help anyone else, that's fine, go sit down, and we won't help you either. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So I help you, you should be willing to help other people. As I came up in my ranks, someone was willing to teach me. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So it's like your little brother or little sister. If you don't want to, that's fine, go sit down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, back to your part, yeah, and begin. Yeah.
Five animals salute.
Five animals salute.
Two tigers hide the trail.
Two tigers hide the trail.
Ten tigers shoot the tiger.
Ten tiger shoots a tiger.
8 drunken dogs.
8 drunken gods.
Old man.
Old man exits the cave.
Finger asks
Finger asks the question.
First star punching method.
First star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Two fists continuously punching down.
Two fists continually punching downward. Immediately punching upward.
Fist like an L.
Fist like an arrow.
Hold, sweep, push, sweep.
Hold sweep, push sweep.
Fist like an L.
Fist like an arrow.
Hold, sweep, push, sweep.
Hold sweep, push sweep.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Dragon dusts his claws.
Dragon thrusts his claws.
Hand up, drop the heel. Drop the heel. Drop the heel, push the hand up.
And how do you feel about the shoulder? Sweep the sea to push mountains.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Fist.
Star with fist.
Dragon pushes the mountain.
Dragon pushes the mountain.
So I might need some words to work with. No. So, do you not know what they are? Flying arrow fist.
Flying arrow fist.
Okay. Flying dragon lands in the sand.
Flying dragon lands in the sand.
A pair of butterflies.
A pair of butterflies.
Unicorn swiftly strike.
Swiftly strike.
Unicorn step.
You'll have better results.
Butterfly palms.
Butterfly palms.
Continuous. Butterfly palms. How do you feel about that?
Make the arms really big and really dramatic.
Five animals salute. What do you like? Automatically think two tigers head
Yes.
control.
Two tigers hide
Like
the
you
trail.
think, oh, I need to get better at butterfly palms. Just butterfly palms. Yeah, I got
See how his hands are? Put his hands.
Yeah, it just, once you gotta do it all by yourself. I forgot.
There you go. Try it again. Do it again.
Five animals salute. Two tigers hide the trail. Eight tigers shoot the tiger. 8 drunken gods.
Are you asking?
Old man exits the cave. One finger is
That's why they need help. Be attentive, Sophie.
First star
Who's
punching
your
method.
partner? Be attentive.
Second star punching method.
Two fists continually punching down.
Two fists continually punching down.
Okay.
Immediately punching upward. Fists like an arrow.
Give it a try. Aileen.
Hold sweep, push sweep. Fists like an arrow. Hold sweep, push Monkey six teachers. Dragon stretches its claws.
Here?
Sweep the seed, push the mountain. Dragon stretches its claws. Start the fist. Dragon pushes the mountain. Flying arrow fist. Flying dragon lands in the sand. Okay, butterflies. Just allow you to swiftly strike.
T.
Okay.
Mouth to your partners. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, come on up.
Sir.
Who knows why we do stances? Who can name one reason why we do stances? What's one reason? So,
To make it look better,
say again.
to make it look better,
How?
but by having good stances.
Well, yes, yeah.
But
It looks nice. It's just aesthetic.
we're having
What's
that.
another one?
It also helps self-defense. All the moves are combo, or, it helps with self-defense.
It helps with self-defense, right? Because you're a little bit what?
Weak.
Stronger. No, you don't get weak when you do stances. Boy, get out of here. No brown sash stance.
It's like, so.
No worries. So why do we do stances? Why do we hold stances and things like that?
Balance?
Balance. It helps with your balance, right? Because you get stronger.
To get stronger.
No, to get stronger. Sorry, I said it.
Flexibility.
Flexibility, and it's an odd thing because how often do you stand like this somewhere? Not that often, but it's kind of a stretch. It's kind of a stretch and a workout at the same time. And any other answers? Do I have any? Yeah. You
Power.
forgot.
Power.
Say power.
Develop your frame.
Nice. Ian's got good answers over there.
Or my mental, for mental discipline.
Ah, that's a good one. Did you hear that last one? Mental discipline. Who thinks they have very strong mental discipline?
I don't know what that.
Discipline. Can you hold the stances for 2 minutes?
Yes, sir.
That's good mental
I'll
discipline.
time it. You want
That's
to do
good.
which stance you want to do?
No. So there's multiple reasons why we do stances, why we try to hold our stances and get our legs. One, say, is mental discipline, or say muscle memory. Muscle memory. When your muscles do something strenuous or hard, your body and your mind remembers it. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Who's ever hurt themselves? Like broken a bone or really fallen and scraped your knee, right? Just raise your hand. No, I said just raise your hand. Everybody's got a story. I can't listen to everybody's story. Raise your hand. Who's ever hurt themselves and remember it? Who's ever hurt anyone else and that person remembers it? You've never hurt yourself? Oh, we gotta cause you some pain in here, man. Okay, so if you've ever hurt yourself,
Actually, I
if you
did.
ever hurt yourself, that helped you create the memory. So when your muscles burn and they hurt, right, it's really you getting stronger, but your body remembers that pain. So the next time you do a cross stance or a horse stance or a bow stance, it will do it just like you did it before. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if I do crosswind, if I do a unicorn stepping like this, my body's gonna remember it more because it did more work. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But if I do it like this, was that much work?
No.
Will my body remember that?
No.
No, it doesn't have to. It kind of throws it away. It throws that information away because it's like, I don't really need that, right?
It just archives it.
It outcasts it, right? It just kind of throws it off to the side. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So same muscle memory.
Muscle
So when you come to class and ask you to do stances, yes, all the other things are true. It gives you a strong frame. It helps you get stronger. It gives you balance, but it also helps you remember the curriculum, remembers your techniques and your moves. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So I want you to practice. Also, the next time you come to practice, I want you to focus on really challenging your muscles to get stronger, especially because y'all are getting taller, right? You're getting growth spurts. You're getting growth spurts. Yes, I know you got a tall dad. So when you get those growth spurts, you want to also try to get some strength with that growth, right? Because then your legs hurt and they ache and do weird things like that. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So try to work them out and grow them, work them out and grow them at the same time. All right. Yeah. It'll help you remember. Anybody have any questions of what we did today?
Yes, sir. I got a different one.
Tell me after class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Speak together. The path of self-mastery requires persistent action.
Persistent action achieves a goal without quitting. The path of self-mastery requires persistent action. Persistent action achieves a goal without quitting.
Very good.
The path of self-mastery requires persistent action. Persistent action achieves a goal without quitting.
Speak together.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So as long as you're coming to class doing your best, you're on your way to getting your black badge, right? Your next rank.